Man, did Tony fumble another one, huh? Aleister Black is back. Got his old theme music back. He's got his own little NXT thing going on all over again. It's great. It's great. He even got his rise up from the coffin entrance. Gotta love it, man. Tony fumbled. What else is new, man? Got a ladder match. Holy shit, man. Can someone... get someone on the phone, man. Can someone answer me why this match wasn't on WrestleMania? Why wasn't this tag team title match on the WrestleMania card? I don't know. What is with Ciampa, though, man? What happened to the beard, bro? Guy looks older without a beard. Anyway, we'll talk. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight. It's the SmackDown after WrestleMania. What a week we had. We just hit 170,000 subscribers. And let me tell you something, you fucking geeks. This just isn't an intro, man. This is the real fucking thing. I'm going to the venue. We got our cold beverages, and on this Friday night, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see y'all there. Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Prichard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Friday Night SmackDown post show for April 25th, 2025. I am your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS venue inside my mother's basement. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on this Friday night, wherever you may be. Listen, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this Friday night. SmackDown tonight, I wasn't really expecting much because, honestly, SmackDown is the weakest of the WWE shows. It's the one that doesn't really elicit much of the excitement. Monday Night Raw is obviously the A show on Netflix. Even NXT is producing unpredictable, just random television that gets people excited on a Tuesday night. SmackDown has been not too exciting at all. WrestleMania, usually what happens after WrestleMania sets the tone for what's to come in the spring and summer months. I didn't really get that feel from SmackDown tonight, being that we have Backlash in about 2 weeks. But all in all, I think WWE did a very good job of building towards their next PLE, which is in St. Louis on 8/10. Backlash. The word around the streets is tonight, everybody is talking about the ladder match. TLC with the Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, and DIY. Johnny Gargano and a beardless Tommaso Ciampa. I don't know what happened there. Apparently he had some sort of injury that needed staples, I believe. And that's the reason why he shaved his beard. He looks older without a beard. I very much would prefer him to be wrestling with a beard, man. He doesn't look like Ciampa, in my honest opinion. Beard, no beard. All 6 of those guys absolutely fucking killed it tonight, and they absolutely blew everybody away in a main event that was probably one of the best SmackDown main events in fucking forever, man. I can't even go back and tell you when the last SmackDown main event was that was as good as that. They fucking killed it, and clearly everybody is asking, "Whoa, what was it? This JD? JD, what I want? 206. Why wasn't this on the WrestleMania card, man?" I don't know. I don't know, fellow geek online. I don't know, but I asked the same thing. Why wasn't this match on the WrestleMania card? Because if it was, it probably would have been the third best match on the entire show across 2 evenings. The only thing I could possibly think of is WWE did not want to overload everybody with the multi-person matches, even though we had one in the main event for night one. We had one opening night two. We had a fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship. What difference does it make if we added another one? This match tonight showed you why exactly it should have been the only tag team championship match on the show. Should have definitely been in place of the fucking New Day and the War Raiders. And it would have been a match that gave a lackluster WrestleMania a little bit more shine when people go back and kind of assess the entire weekend. Great match. We'll go over exactly the breakdown of what happened in the match. The Street Profits retain the tag team championships. Hopefully this is the end of the tension and the drama between the Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City Machine Guns. Now the Profits could have new teams to look forward to, or a new team who debuted tonight in the way of Axiom and Nathan Frazier, Fraxiom. They are now on Friday Night SmackDown, the best tag team probably in all pro wrestling, and they are coming to Friday nights. They beat Los Garza tonight in their debut match. So we'll definitely talk about that. Tag team title match, TLC, awesome. There was a spot, if you guys were watching tonight, where there was a prosthetic leg that was taken from the audience and used as a weapon. The Profits took a prosthetic leg from someone in the front row. If you guys aren't aware, because I'm a lot older than you, and some of you may be too young to even remember, there was a In Your House pay-per-view with Shawn Michaels. By the way, Montez came out dressed as Shawn Michaels tonight in Texas, so I mean, it's quite fitting that they pulled that type of spot tonight. There was an In Your House pay-per-view right before Kevin Nash went to WCW. Diesel went to WCW as Kevin Nash. There was an In Your House pay-per-view called Good Friends, Better Enemies, where Shawn Michaels defended the WWF Championship against Diesel in the main event. Probably one of the best main events that Shawn Michaels has ever had, ever, in his entire career. And the best match between Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash, one-on-one. There was a spot in that match where Kevin Nash pulled Mad Dog Vachon's leg off in the front row and used his prosthetic leg as a weapon on Shawn Michaels. I am a betting man, and I'm going to say that Triple H took a page out of that playbook tonight. If you guys are too young to remember, that is exactly where that spot came from. So I know some of my history, and I'm not quite the historian like others, but that one really stuck out to me. That was pretty cool. And the Profits won a tremendous main event that should have absolutely been on the WrestleMania card, at least on night 1 or night 2. Randy Orton and John will be on the line at Backlash in St. Louis. They had a tremendous back and forth tonight where they got personal, and it was more of the same from John Cena. He's going to ruin pro wrestling. Randy Orton put his own little twist on it, asking John Cena why. Why is he doing what he's doing? They got personal. This was a tremendous face-to-face. There's no better two on the mic than Randy Orton. Well, Randy Orton's not better than John Cena, but when Randy Orton's a part of something, it always feels important. Randy Orton and John Cena. Tremendous. And then the bell rings on May 10th. I think we have already peaked with this storyline, folks. We'll get into what they said tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah. Aleister Black is back in the WWE. He was, fortunately, not Death Rebel. He was fortunately not Death Rebel, and that is a tremendous. That's He was spared the Death Rebel treatment, which is amazing. I don't know how WWE swindled that one. I don't know why some come back with their NXT themes and the others, they just get thrown to the fucking Death Rebel dungeon and are tortured to death. I don't really understand it, but he returned with his signature NXT theme and his signature NXT entrance, and it's fucking great. It was a segment that reintroduced him to the WWE fans. Fort Worth, Texas, the crowd energy for most of the show was awful. They reintroduced him, and Miz, page out of Cody Rhodes' playbook in AEW, if you guys remember. Cody Rhodes, when Malachi, I believe this was the debut. I could be a week or two off. Chat will let me know if I'm right or wrong. Cody Rhodes wore a white, I believe, in that debut segment with Malachi or Aleister Black when he debuted for AEW, and he showed up in Miami, and he black masked Cody Rhodes wearing a white suit. Tonight, The Miz was wearing a white suit.
My gosh.
Yes. They reintroduced Aleister Black in a segment with Mike Mizanin. I know. You probably were expecting a lot more for someone who had such big fanfare coming back. They gave him the Miz treatment. I don't really know what to think about it. I'm not trying to sit here and complain about Malachi or Aleister Black being back in the WWE, but why does everybody have to be gatekept by The Miz? I don't know. It's his first night back. We're going to go easy on him. We're happy that he's back. We're happy that he got his theme and his entrance back, minus the creak. Remember the creak that Vince McMahon gave him? None of that nonsense. He's back. So we'll talk about that. And Zelina Vega. She is the new Women's United States Championship. And here I thought the United States Championship situation in the women's division couldn't get any worse. Oh, my goodness. We are going to go over it all right here on today's SmackDown post-show for April 25th, 2025. Let me talk to you. I want to thank you guys for all of the tremendous, and I mean absolutely tremendous, in capital letters, support all week. Today, we officially hit 170,000 subscribers on YouTube, man. That is tremendous. We just hit 169. We literally, WrestleMania weekend for the Raw after Mania, we just hit 169, man. And it's Friday, and we're already at 170. Crazy. appreciate you guys very much, man. Those two Rock videos, the Rock rants, took us over the top, man. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. Thank you for all the support. If you guys want to continue that support, you can do a couple of things tonight. Number one, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate you. 1,000 likes is the goal. 1,000 likes minimum. That's the goal. Make sure you hit it. Super chats are open. Get them on in. That is the absolute best way to support the show. Let's round out the last week of April, man. Coming up, super chats are the best way to support. Leave me a super chat. We'll go over all the super chats at the end of the show with our cold beverage. And tonight I'm drinking Liquid Death Blueberry Buzzsaw Iced Tea, man. It is fucking so good, man.
Wow,
so
nice.
good. Now available at your local Target.
Yeah.
Cheap plug. I'm not even sponsored by it. Still waiting for Liquid Death to sponsor me, man. One of these days it'll happen. Go check out all the content. We uploaded another video today, man. We talked about The Rock. Comments to Dave LaGreca. And more Rock ranting today. Man, excellent video. Excellent video. Go check that out. Really great stuff on the channel. If you missed any of the streams, everything is there for you. What else do we got? Anything? T-shirts, merch, hoodies. Link is down below in the description. Go get your new hoodie. It's available now. Link is in the description. Tonight we're sponsored by ZBiotics, zbiotics.com. Make sure you guys go and get yours today. Use our unique link to save 15% off. And that is all I got for you, man. Appreciate it. And yes, as usual, follow me on social media at JD from NY20 Switch. The Nintendo Switch, guys, I have not acquired a Nintendo Switch 2. I failed. My last chance was GameStop at 11 a.m. yesterday morning. Fucking site crashed at 10:59. Could not get my hands on one. I'm going to have to wait. My luck with the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 was tremendous. The Nintendo Switch, not so lucky, man. So if you guys got the hookup, let me know if I can get my hands early on a Nintendo Switch 2. And Mario Kart, by the way. I'm working on something to bring Mario Kart Mondays back. We're gonna have fun with that. Just a little insight into what I'm thinking. JD, what's Mario Kart Mondays, man? Don't worry. SmackDown. Let's worry about SmackDown. John Cena and Randy Orton. John Cena opens the show. And this was definitely a little bit more, I mean, they have to. It's 2 weeks before Backlash. This was definitely a little bit more focused on Randy Orton. They didn't have time to waste on John Cena shitting on the fans. So he shit on the fans, he shit on the kids. Fuck your kids, says John Cena. And he also got time to kind of stick it to Randy Orton a little bit. Cena held up his title. Crowd booed. He had ring announcer Mark Nash, who is doing a fantastic job as the ring announcer on Friday Night SmackDown. He had Mark Nash come into the ring, and he gave again, just like he did on Monday, Mark Nash a piece of paper to read because his original introduction was unacceptable. So crowd went crazy with "Let's go Cena." Cena sucks chance. This was the hottest the crowd was all night up until the main event. Nash said he apologized for being disrespectful and reintroduced John Cena as the greatest of all time, amongst other things. And Nash yelled Cena's name. Most of the crowd cheered for John Cena when he did. Cena raised the microphone to speak, and all of a sudden, before Cena said anything, Randy Orton comes out. Randy Orton's music played. Fans are singing. He enters the ring. He was given a microphone. Fans are chanting, "Randy, Randy." Crowd was hot here. Orton said in a couple of months, it will be 25 years to the day he and John Cena first shook hands. Orton said he's known John Cena for 25 years, and up until a few months ago, Cena had never changed. Orton recalled how hustle, loyalty, and respect was Cena's mantra for living every day of his life. He said there is a void in John Cena, and he had been thinking about all the fans and kids that looked up to Cena for so long. Orton said Cena and everything he did, generations and generations of kids looked up to John Cena, and that should mean something to him. He then referenced Cena's history with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He then said Cena couldn't tell him all those children were just a number, and as such, Orton has figured out how to fill Cena's empty void. Cena needs to have kids. So Randy Orton has been listening to everything that John Cena has been saying about the fans. Majority of Cena's fan base are young kids, young children. So Randy Orton, in a very smart manner, took what John Cena has been saying in the build with Cody Rhodes, as he's put down the fans more so than he's put down Cody Rhodes. He's taken what John Cena has said about the fans, and it's referenced this here tonight, and the empty void that John Cena has is because he doesn't have children. If he did, he wouldn't be speaking to the audience and the kids in the manner that he has been speaking to them over the course of the last 6 weeks. Orton said Cena needs to become a father. He basically needs to become Christian Cage, what he needs to do. And grow up, because it will make Cena a better human being. Cena starts to smile, and he replies with, "How dare you?" Cena then asked Orton how he could parent shame John Cena in front of the entire world. "Congratulations, Randy Orton. You have children, and you love them. Good for you." Cena said the real reason he doesn't have kids is because he spent the last 25 raising everybody else's kids. Cena said the real truth is that for the last 25 years, he has been a better parent to everyone's children than the parents to their own children have ever been. Cena pointed out a 6-year-old in the audience, and he gave him a finger. He gave him the middle finger and called it classy. So the kid gave John Cena the middle finger, and John Cena said, "Classy. Very classy. I find it to be actually very good, man. If I had kids, I'd teach the kids to do the same thing." Wave it proud, bro. Wave it proud. Cena says he has been policing brats like this kid for a quarter of a century. Cena told the kid to never bring a knife to a gunfight. He then followed that up with, "I bet your loser father didn't teach you that one." Orton then comes back and said, fans are the reason Cena is in the ring and the reason Cena made it to Hollywood. Orton said without the WWE Universe, there would be no WWE, and the fans are the biggest reason Cena is still around. Orton said he made a lot of mistakes throughout his career, but he can go into the locker room and hold his head up high because he gets the respect from his peers. He then said he's here to stay while Cena is just a guest. Meaning that Orton just signed a nice, cozy 5-year contract, so he's going to be here for a very long time. And John Cena is in his retirement year, and come December, he is going goodbye forever. Cena said he used to believe Orton's perspective in that fans, there would be no WWE. He said he used to think everyone won together, but wasn't everyone. It was only Cena who won. He then referenced the "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chant that the crowd usually does on cue. He obviously mentioned that, and we got another round of chants from the crowd. Cena called everyone hypocrites. He then said once they get tired of Cena, they can put their energy into any other superstar, but if the roles are reversed, he's labeled an outcast. Because of all of this, Cena said his relationship with the fans is not functional. He said the fans are manipulating the truth and called out someone else in the crowd for dressing like movie star Jack Black. Cena said he is labeled an outcast and guest for simply trying to do something different. Orton responded by saying he was so stupid for thinking he could go out there and Cena would listen to what Orton had to say. He noted how he is part of one of wrestling's royal families. Orton said wrestling will provide for him and his family until he's 6 feet in the ground. He went on, and Cena stopped him and told Orton, "Shut your mouth." He then said to Orton that he doesn't understand. Cena has already won 17, and Orton has won 14. Cena goes on to say after he takes the belt home with him, Orton will be frozen forever at number 14. Cena called Orton a babbling moron. He then said he's going to erase 3 generations of Orton's family. Orton started to get angry, because now it's getting personal, and demanded Cena put up his championship on the line right here, right now, and obviously Fort Worth, Texas, because they were boring tonight. They obviously liked this comment. Cena held up his title and said, no. Like so many times I've done over the last 25 years, Cena is doing this to save Orton's ass. I will not defend the championship tonight. There will be a match, but it's not happening here. Cena said it should happen at Backlash, because Backlash is in St. Louis, and Orton is from St. Louis. So Orton can spend the entire day with his family before the match. He then said he will lead Orton at his best, and at Backlash, when Orton fails, Orton will have no excuses. Cena told everyone to look at Cena because that's what the real last WWE champion will look like. Cena held up the title and said that was as close as Orton would ever get to the championship. Threw the title at Orton. Cena then punched Orton. Orton went down. Cena started to stomp on Orton, and he was about to hit Orton with the belt. Orton ducked and gave John Cena another RKO, just like he did on Monday Night Raw. Orton grabbed the title, held it over his head while posing on the second rope, and that is the way the segment came to a close. This was excellent. Back and forth between Orton and John Cena was excellent. It got personal. The interactions between them have always been good. John Cena once again put a stamp on what he is going to do during this heel run. And it starts with Orton and his family's legacy. Orton is definitely a part of that lineage of the WWE Championship. Orton is chasing number 14 or 15. He's at number 14. He's chasing number 15. He called his shot a couple of weeks ago in the ring with Cody Rhodes. No matter who it's going to be, Cody or John Cena, he's coming after the title. Cody Rhodes, by the way, we did not see or hear from or about Cody Rhodes tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. John Cena is going to erase everything. Because in John Cena's mind, he's going to take this championship that he won at WrestleMania and hold it throughout the entire year and erase the lineage of the WWE Championship. The championship that he holds right now is taking it home with him, and he will officially retire the championship. WWE is going to have to make a new championship in the place of John Cena's belt. And the lineage will start all over again. And he even mentioned to Randy Orton, you will go back to 1. So John Cena is going to ruin pro wrestling. I like what John Cena is doing. I like what John Cena is saying. I do. I love Randy Orton. Anytime Randy Orton's a part of something, I just feel like the importance of it is just palpable. It's just there. So is John Cena. On the microphone, back and forth, they were great tonight. When both guys are in a major program with whomever, they are great on the microphone. It's real. It means something. This was that. And then the bell rings on May 10th at Backlash. I don't want to sit here and already write the match off, because I have already had fucking geeks online when I posted this same exact thing, but in tweet form. Then the bell rings. Oh, don't discredit them already. You're already writing John Cena's first title defense off? Yeah, I am. What the fuck are you going to do about it? Did you watch WrestleMania? We don't really have a glaring fucking, unbelievable match that's staring us in the face that we can really base John Cena's fucking title reign on coming out of WrestleMania. The match at WrestleMania with Cody was one of the worst championship matches in WrestleMania history. Yet you want to sit there and put your faith in John Cena and Randy Orton having a great match. If Cody can't bring him to a good match, what the fuck do you think Randy Orton's going to do? I don't really understand that. I'm not looking forward to it. What's going to happen? Travis Scott's going to come out and fuck Randy Orton over too? Come on, man. At least we got this and the weeks to come to look forward to. And then, like I said, the bell rings. And unfortunately, we'll have to sit through another 25 minutes of Randy Orton and John Cena in 2025, as if they're fucking last matches for anything to cry home about. It is weird, though, to see John Cena in 2025 a heel and Randy Orton in 2025 a babyface. And they are opposing each other in the opposite roles. It's kind of fun. Definitely offers a different dynamic. This was great. I thought this promo, this segment, this face-to-face, it was great. Not looking forward to the match yet. Hopefully they prove me wrong. I am not writing them off yet. I am simply basing my opinion off what we just saw on Sunday night. And if Sunday night is any indication about what we are expecting from John Cena, I am not expecting anything on May 10th in St. Louis. Proceed with caution. It is not just a catchphrase from the lovely Naomi. Why are we going to add stipulations? Zero Kaiba says, would it be more interesting as a new DQ match? Are we just going to hide John Cena's title reign behind smoke and mirrors? I don't want to see that. No. If the match called for it, then maybe. But we're not just going to add a stipulation because we need to compensate for John Cena's lack of. Fraxium. They are debuting on Friday Night SmackDown, Nathan Frazier and Axiom. They make up the best tag team in all of pro wrestling, and that is Fraxium against Los Garza, Berto, and Angel. This was good. This was very good. Went only 9 minutes. I could have watched it go another 9. So good it was. Los Garza, Berto, and Angel are great. Very fluid tag team. I wish that WWE would put more stock and more effort, more character into who they are. They are a great tag team. What we need are teams, and we need teams that are going to make themselves stand out. Everybody feels the same. Everybody feels the same. If they gave Los Garza some TV time to sell us on who they are, man, would that go a long way. All I know them as they're Santos's lackeys, henchmen, background players. Angel Garza's got a great personality, and Berto is great in the ring. You mix them together and give them some fucking time to let the fans find some time to invest. It's a great fucking tag team. Fraxium, they stand out. Look at them. They're different. They're dynamic. They're quick. They wow and dazzle you. Very good man. And he hit a drop kick before Frazier tagged in. Kicks Berto in the head. Angel comes on in. Finds himself outside on the side of the commentary desk. Frazier and Axiom hit big dual dives. Axiom followed up with a big moonsault onto Berto and Angel. We'll go back inside. Axiom tagged in. Worked a headlock on Berto. Axiom ran the ropes. Angel held up the rope, so Axiom fell through and out to the floor on the outside. Angel ripped his pants off right ahead of a commercial break. Show comes back. Humberto was working over Axiom until Axiom kicked Angel and got the hot tag to Nathan Frazier. Obviously, very quick. His speed and agility on display here. Hits the ropes, hits a big elbow. Sling blade on Berto. He followed up with a running moonsault for a 2 count. Berto kicked Frazier, tagged in Angel, who kicked Frazier as he attempted a springboard moonsault from the second rope. Berto tagged in, and Los Garza wants a finish off the second rope. That big power scoop slam off the second rope. Axiom broke up their attempts, and they finished the move, but Axiom broke it up to a chant of "This is awesome." He then tags back in, does Axiom. They traded blows. Him and Angel did. Angel went to the top, but Axiom cut him off. Frazier tagged himself in. Axiom hits a beautiful Spanish fly off the top rope, while Frazier hits a beautiful Phoenix splash for the 1, 2, 3. Crowd was big time into this. They are going to get over very quickly if they are allowed to go out there and do exactly what they did here tonight. And Fraxium gets the win in their debut, and they beat Los Garza in the opening match of Friday Night SmackDown. I know a lot of people are excited to see them on Friday night. Honestly, this should not be the only tag team that WWE... They need to do something, and I don't know what that something is. I still don't really find both of these divisions to be substantial enough to call them divisions. SmackDown's division is a lot better off than Monday Night's division. So I know one of the opinions online is that they probably would have fit better on the Raw tag team division on Monday because they need more tag teams than Friday Night does. But Friday Night's been operating with the same tag teams for a while now. It is very stale on both shows. Axiom is going to be that shot of adrenaline on Friday night that this division needs. Who they go up against next, I don't know. I mean, take your pick. Axiom or Fraxium against the Profits, going to be a banger. Fraxium versus DIY, going to be a banger. Fraxium versus Machine Gun's going to be a banger. So it's going to be interesting to see what WWE does with them. There's not much in the way of competition. They'll probably end up blowing through all these teams pretty quickly. But they need to do something. And, a fix for the tag team division. I've talked about this for years now. I don't understand why we are operating with the women's tag team titles where they can go back between Raw and SmackDown, back and forth between Raw and SmackDown, and the men's divisions, they have separate divisions on Monday and Friday. I don't understand it. I don't know why we have 2 titles or 2 sets of titles. I don't understand it. If the tag team division was able to go between Raw and SmackDown, SmackDown and Raw, my God, man, you'd have a blistering, fucking competitive tag team division. I understand that they're operating under a draft with separate rosters, but if there's a bending of those rules that you should be doing, it is tag teams should float back and forth between both shows because simply there isn't enough to call them a division, to have 2 divisions on both shows. I say this all the time. And you called up 1 team. What is 1 team going to do? Now, again, we don't know what the plans are. Miro just showed up on Monday night. I said the best thing for Miro, instead of going single, is to pair him in a tag team with Sheamus. I said this for weeks now. That's the best use of Miro. Or Rusev. Some weird conglomeration of both of those guys. A take on what Sheamus did with Claudio or Cesaro in the bar. The League of Nations kind of coming together again. 2/4 of the League of Nations. I think that'd be fucking cool. Honestly. We got to do something to fix that division. Because you're gonna have a team like Fraxium who's going to be wowing and dazzling the crowd for a few weeks. And then what? They will have already run through most of the tag teams that you have on Friday night. We need competition. We need more teams. Right now, WWE is sitting with not a very competitive tag team division on both Raw and SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton. She beat Charlotte Flair on Saturday night. It got 1.5 stars from Dave Meltzer, for his official star rating for WrestleMania weekend. Appropriate and fitting. 1.5 stars. The match was fucking awful. Something I will probably never go back and watch ever again. That's sad. That's sad. It is in that bin. The main event of night 2 is also in that bin too. I will never go back and watch Cody Rhodes and John. Imagine that. John Cena's number 17 title win. I will never go back and watch ever again. It's just there. Just there. Thanks, Dwayne. Thanks, Dwayne. Appreciate you, bro. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte are the same thing. So Tiffany's out there. She's in her wrestling gear. She started by asking the crowd, what time is it? And everybody obviously yelled, Tiffy time. Stratton said she went toe-to-toe with one of the greatest of all time, Charlotte Flair, who was not on the show tonight, thank God. Stratton said in the end, she prevailed, and she's still the WWE Women's Champion. She said she was always told she was the next Charlotte Flair, but that was wrong, because there is only one Tiffany Stratton. All of a sudden, Jade Cargill's music hit. And this guy right here, the guy that's speaking into the microphone right now, groaned so loudly that I woke up my cat who was laying right next to me. I said, oh no. Oh no, Freddie. We have Jade Cargill already eyeing the women's champion after winning against Naomi at WrestleMania. She unfortunately was also in her wrestling gear. And she had a microphone in her hand. I did a double uh-oh. Cargill needs to go back to the promo class at the Performance Center, like tomorrow. How quick is a flight from Fort Worth to Orlando? Is Jade fucking awful, or is Jade fucking awful on a microphone? Holy shit. Can you sound any more manufactured and robotic? This woman walks out legitimately 15 seconds before she walks out there. She's memorizing her lines to go out there and sound natural. If this woman wants any part of Hollywood after she retires from being a pro wrestler, this is not a good start. Cargill said she was there to give credit where credit was due. She said Tiffany's match with Charlotte created a bigger target on Tiffany's back. Since her business is over with Naomi, Cargill said she has nothing but time. And Cargill said it was time for everyone to see how she got to WWE, and she is going to become a champion. Cargill told Tiffany that just because she beat Charlotte doesn't mean she's the best. Well, I mean, that's what we were slated to believe, that Charlotte was the best. She's the queen. She's the top woman, the top girl, right, is what she said in WWE. So Tiffany beat the top girl. So I guess that means Tiffany is the top girl, which means she's the best. Or am I confused here? I think Jade was the one confused. In order to be the best, Cargill said Tiffany had to beat Jade. Sure. Tiffany said that's fine. And if she wants to wrestle tonight, let's find out who's the best. Referee ran down, and we got a match, impromptu, made right here on Friday Night SmackDown. I looked over at Freddie, who was laying on the couch next to me as I sipped my latte, and I moaned and groaned again because we were getting not only a Jade Cargill appearance, a Jade Cargill promo, but now a Jade Cargill match against the WWE Women's Champion. It's rough. It's a rough first hour of Friday Night SmackDown, folks. We just got done watching Fraxium, and now I have to sit down and watch this. This was not good. This was not good. There was one good spot in this match that I will praise, and that I will say was fucking awesome. You know that little Alabama slam cartwheel that Tiffany Stratton does before she actually hits the Alabama slam? Cargill caught her mid-cartwheel and planted her with a sit-out powerbomb. That was the best spot of the entire match. Other than that, this match gets a 2 thumbs down. If this is any indication that Jade is going after the World Championship, folks, we're in for a very long road to SummerSlam. Let me tell you. So, we go into a commercial break right at the start. We come back. They worked very slow to start things out. I don't know why this match was made. I really don't. I have my reasons. They worked a slow pace to start. Cargill went and tried some offense. Tiffany used an Irish whip on Cargill into the ropes. Cargill landed a backbreaker, sloppy. Cargill then ran at Tiffany, and Tiffany tripped Cargill into the ropes. Tiffany followed up with a hip attack. Cargill came right back with a spine buster, sloppy, for a 2 count. Cargill then slammed Tiffany again, but it was only good for a 1.5. Tiffany hit a spine buster of her own, sloppy, for a 2 count. She then hits her gymnastics springboard elbow in the corner. She then executed a second one and goes for another cover and gets a 2 count. So we go back into another commercial break, and we come back from the second commercial break. Tiffany hits a rolling senton. Tiffany went for the prettiest moonsault ever. She stumbled on the second rope. She tried it again. She went up top. She does the moonsault. Cargill at this point moved out of the way. Cargill caught Tiffany after and hit a beautiful sit-out powerbomb in the middle of a cartwheel. She does the cartwheel before the Alabama slam. Cargill caught her, and it looked great. It looked great. She looked very pleased with her, move. She planted her very nicely. Crowd pop big forward. It looked great. So Cargill went for a big splash. Tiffany moved and did the gymnastics routine again. Cargill caught her this time. She hit it the first time, but Cargill caught her this time. Tiffany fights back, and she gets a basement drop kick on Jade for a 2 count. They go to the top. Cargill cut her off, landed a big superplex from the top rope. That also looked good. Both wrestlers now are double down. Tiffany rolled to the apron, and Naomi ran out dressed as yellow caution tape all over. She ran out and hacked Cargill to cause a disqualification. Naomi ran out there and mounted Jade Cargill in what was the worst ground and pound I had ever witnessed in my entire life. I swear to God, it didn't even look like Naomi was throwing punches at one point. It legitimately looked like Naomi was convulsing and having a stroke on top of Jade Cargill. I don't know what it was, but it was more like, I don't know what that was. As my headphones are coming off here, I don't know what that was. I don't know. I don't know what you call that. But what do you call that, folks? What do you call that? What do you call that? Looks like she was swapping around like a fucking fish at Pike's Place Fish Market in Seattle. What the fuck? What is she doing? The fuck do you call that? Naomi's not supposed to be doing that, man. Naomi's better than that. What is that? So she's flapping in the wings like she's going flying with Lyra. I don't know. Easy in the chat says, I know Big Jim was like, do that to me. Oh my goodness, man. I don't know, man. This looked bad. Not only did we get a bad match, but we got whatever the fuck that was. I don't know. So Naomi caused the disqualification. Tiffany returned to the ring. Naomi rolled out of the ring. And then all of a sudden, Nia Jax! As if this could not get any worse. Nia Jax is out there. She attacked Tiffany from behind and started manhandling Tiffany Stratton. Jax landed the leg drop. Crowd wanted another one. Nia Jax dragged Tiffany to the corner and hit the Annihilator on Tiffany Stratton. Awful. Nia Jax held up the title to end this segment. Folks, I get that WWE's got a aptly named pay-per-view called Backlash. That doesn't mean we gotta go back to fucking October and relive something I don't really want to see again. You mean to tell me that Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax is the direction that you're going into Backlash, coming out of WrestleMania? Because clearly they're not done with Jade Cargill and Naomi. What are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? Do any of you have any interest in Nia Jax going after the Women's World Championship again against Tiffany Stratton? I know I don't. I will take my pass and move on to the next. Seriously. Everything about this was awful. Everything about this was fucking awful. I don't know why they put Tiffany Stratton out there in this lose-lose situation. Why did they book her and Jade Cargill together? Listen, the match with Charlotte was awful. Charlotte did no favors to Tiffany whatsoever. The only thing I could muster up as far as an explanation as to why this match was made, I wonder if this was a test. I wonder if this was a test from WWE to Tiffany Stratton, testing her to see how good she is, putting her in there with one of the worst women's wrestlers on the entire roster. Okay, you say you're as good as you are, and everybody thinks you're as good as you are. Let's see lead this fucking Jade Cargill to a decent match, and then we'll assess where we're going with the championship after this. Why don't we just give the fucking title to Naomi? That's what I want to know. Why don't we just do Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton? And of all the combinations that we have here with all four of the women in the ring, that's the one that I would take. Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. Now, I know some geek online is probably saying, oh, it's JD from NY 206. She beat Naomi at WrestleMania, JD from NY 206. Okay. And your point? I don't even give a shit at this point. Tiffany and Naomi, out of all four of these women, is the best combination. Why don't we get Jade and Nia in a match? At least at that point, Nia could lead her to a good David versus Goliath type match. That's what we should be doing, honestly. The fuck do I know? This was awful. Jade is awful. Every time she's out there, it's like, can you get any more It's like she's... Bro, I don't want to watch wrestling to watch someone who's barely remembering her fucking 5th grade dance recital. It's not good. She don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's dancing around in there like she's fucking confused every second of the match, and she can't sell. She's one of the worst sellers in the business, from what I see. There's literally no emotion on her face. Oh, but JD's face. JD doesn't like Jade Cargill. JD from NY 206. Jacob Fatu, the new Women's United States champion. He makes his way out to the ring with Solo Sikoa. Fatu wore the United States Championship around his neck. He got one hell of a fucking reaction from the crowd in Fort Worth, Texas. Do better next time, Fort Worth. Maybe I won't make fun of you next time. Fatu chants when he got out there. Solo X the crowd to show love and respect for the new United States champion. Solo said everyone saw what he already knew at WrestleMania. That Fatu was the future of the company. Solo said nobody in his family wanted Fatu in WWE except for Solo. Solo said everyone thought Fatu was too much of a risk. But he was the only one and the only reason that Fatu was there in the WWE, and now he's champion. Fatu looked over at Solo in a very Fatu-like way. Solo went on, and Fatu grabbed the microphone from Solo. Crowd cheered. Fatu told Solo, don't get him twisted, because he told Solo he would win the United States Championship. Fatu said he told Solo the U.S. title was coming home to the family, and he'd do it with or without Solo Sikoa. Fatu said that's exactly what he did, and he told Texas to look at their new United States champion. Fatu said he knows that the title makes him a menace to society, and at the end of the day, Solo better get in where he fits in. Fatu says he's all gas and no brakes. And he did his, what does he say? Yeah, I mean. I don't know what he said. I don't know how he says it. I'm not even gonna attempt it. Before he said that, LA Knight's music hit. LA Knight walks out with a microphone. LA Knight, he didn't get as big of a reaction here tonight as Jacob Fatu. Fatu said at Mania, Fatu, or LA Knight rather, said at Mania, Fatu ate a BFT. He had a mean. That what he says? He had a mean. Okay. He ate a BFT at WrestleMania. Knight recalled how Fatu grabbed the rope to get out of a pin attempt and capitalize on the opportunity and beat Knight in the middle of the ring. All I hear is excuses. All I hear is excuses from LA Knight. So he's out there, and he said everyone told him he had a hell of a match at WrestleMania, which he did. Up until that point, it was the best match of the show. Not really like they had much to go off of. Knight said he didn't care about that because he wanted his rematch, and he wanted it right now. Drew McIntyre's music hit, and he made his way out to the ring. McIntyre stood in the entranceway with a microphone and said it wasn't always easy being Drew McIntyre. That much like Texas, he has some big guns. McIntyre said at Mania he beat Damian Priest in one of the most violent matches in WrestleMania history. Was it? Was it one of the most violent matches in WrestleMania history, chat? You gotta mean. No. I don't think it was. He's embellishing here, right? I didn't really think it was even all that crazy, to be honest with you.
Why?
I don't know. McIntyre looked into the camera and thanked Priest for allowing him to embarrass him in front of Priest's family. McIntyre said the next plan was to challenge Cena for the World Championship. Now, that's something I can get behind. But Orton jumped in line. McIntyre wondered if it was Nepo wrestling entertainment. Everybody's go-to joke and go-to line lately the last 3 or 4 weeks is Nepo, baby. Boy, when they stick to a narrative, man, they stick to a fucking narrative, huh? McIntyre says he wants to fight the baddest dog in the yard, Jacob Fatu, as he stepped onto the apron. I have no problems with that whatsoever. McIntyre versus Fatu? Sign me up, bro. Knight, who's laid out on the top rope, lounging around. He mocked McIntyre for speaking, and McIntyre said, Knight always has jokes, but the only joke around here was LA Knight's last United States Championship run. LA Knight said, he say McIntyre's last title run was a joke, but he couldn't remember it. Knight said if McIntyre thinks he deserves a title shot, McIntyre should step into the ring with LA Knight tonight. Nick Aldis walked out and told everyone to put their tights on Go lace up your boots and come back later tonight because LA Knight will face McIntyre to determine the number one contender for the men's United States Championship. Possibly a backlash. I thought this was fun. And the United States Championship. I don't know what's going on with Solo. Solo cannot be too happy with that comment from Jacob Fatu, so who knows what's going on there. But Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, Drew McIntyre now making a beeline for the United States Championship. I mean, that's a lot better than what we got. I would say so. I thought this was a fun segment. And we got McIntyre versus LA Knight coming up later. You know what I mean? Zelina Vega. She ran into Byron Saxton backstage. And Byron Saxton said Vega could become the new women's United States champion tonight. Vega said tonight she's speechless because she wanted this for so long. Which did she want for so long? The United States Championship or the fact that her husband is back on Friday Night SmackDown? After being held in Guantanamo Bay for many months. Vega said in Texas, you go big or you go home. And she'll leave with the United States Championship around her waist. What is with Zelina Vega's theme music? Does anybody have an answer to this question? Why is Zelina Vega's theme music the most uninspiring theme music maybe in the history of WWE? Seriously. Barry Horowitz had more energy to his theme music than Zelina Vega did. And Barry Horowitz didn't even have a fucking theme song. Why is her theme void of energy? I don't understand it. How could you be in the music business, compose something like that, and then hand it off to somebody and say, here you go, sir or madam, this is our finished product. There you go, Zelina, this is your new theme song. I could get up off this chair, go sit on the toilet bowl for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I could shit out a better fucking theme song for Zelina Vega. Holy shit. They don't give a fuck about this woman's theme music so much that they gave her the fucking SmackDown theme music. That's her entrance theme. Ridiculous. She won one-on-one with Chelsea Green for the United States Championship. This went 7 minutes. 7-minute match that had a commercial break in between. It's exactly what I want. Green ran at Vega to start the match. Vega took control. We go to a commercial break early. Alba Fire threw Vega on the outside into the LED board, and Piper Niven followed that up with the senton, all obviously done behind the referee's back because Chelsea Green took the referee and distracted them. We go into a commercial break. The show comes back, and the two women are on the top rope. German suplex from Vega to Green off the middle rope. Vega clothesline Green repeatedly, hits a big spinning back elbow. Vega went to the second rope and landed a Meteora for a 2 count. Alba Fire hopped onto the apron, and Vega hits Alba Fire. Vega comes back, and she turns her attention to Chelsea Green with a backstabber and set up for a 619. Niven tripped up Vega. The referee saw Piper Niven trip up Zelina Vega, and the referee then kicked both Piper Niven and Alba Fire out of the ringside area and to the back. Chelsea Green tried to take advantage of Vega's attention being somewhere else. Vega countered with a code red on Chelsea Green, and she gets the fluke 1, 2, 3. Zelina Vega is the new Women's United States Champion. A little minor pop here, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's Fort Worth-less, Texas, so, I mean, they couldn't be bothered to fucking care about anything outside John Cena, Randy Orton. Does anybody care about this? Genuine. I mean, if you want the Women's United States Championship to mean something, put it on somebody that actually has some meaning. It went from Chelsea Green in what was a terrible title reign to someone who the crowd barely fucking reacts to because they don't know who the fuck's coming out. Is that Zelina Vega? Is that someone on the active roster? Or is it the fucking SmackDown theme song where they end up going over the fucking match rundown before the fucking show starts? I don't know. Why don't we start making theme music appropriately for the fucking characters that you're making the theme music for? What is so difficult about writing something cool for someone like Zelina Vega? I get it that she doesn't have much of a character. I get it that she's trying to be a rip-off Sasha Banks, but Sasha Banks is not in the fucking company anymore. But the woman loves video games and the woman loves anime. What more inspiration do you fucking need to write the woman a fucking theme music where people know who the fuck's coming out? Zelina Vega is the new United States champion. And the crowd goes worthless. Mello. Carmelo's backstage with The Miz. They're standing in front of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Trophy.
Yeah, you are. Kinda.
Miz says he sacrificed himself for Mello because he
Not
has a
really.
vision
Yeah.
for Carmelo. A vision of what? Mediocrity? McIntyre was then thrown outside, and LA Knight followed him. McIntyre rolled back into the ring. Knight tried to follow, but McIntyre shoulder blocked Knight off the apron and into the crowd barricade. LA Knight rolled back into the ring. McIntyre went and administered some offense on LA Knight before hitting a big brain buster for 2 count. McIntyre kicked Knight in the midsection. Knight tried to avoid McIntyre coming into the corner. McIntyre shot Knight. Knight shocked McIntyre, and then McIntyre stomped on LA Knight repeatedly. More taunts from McIntyre, set up for a big vertical suplex. LA Knight blocked it, and McIntyre regains control, starts beating down LA Knight until LA Knight suplexed McIntyre out of nowhere, and both guys were doubled down. LA Knight hit a leaping clothesline, side Russian leg sweep. He followed up with a jumping neck breaker. He goes for a cover, he gets a 2 count. McIntyre landed the Glasgow Kiss, set up for the Future Shock DDT. LA Knight counted it and ended up with him on the second rope with his leaping elbow. And he connected it for a 2 count. He then sets up for the BFT, but McIntyre worked out of it and got to the outside where LA Knight hit a drop kick, wrecking ball drop kick, basement drop kick, whatever you want to call it, through the ropes. He then goes to the outside and repeatedly slammed McIntyre's head on the commentary table. LA Knight rolled McIntyre back into the ring, and the referee was tending to McIntyre as Solo Sikoa appeared out of nowhere and gave the Samoan spike to LA Knight. Solo rolled Knight back into the ring. McIntyre was very conflicted on what he should do, because he wants the United States Championship, he wants Jacob Fatu, but here we have Solo Sikoa helping Drew McIntyre. And you know his history with the Bloodline. I mean, this is the same guy that fucked him over years ago at Clash at the Castle against Roman Reigns. He's looking at the guy who fucked him over, now helping him. He doesn't want to accept his help because he fucking hates him, but he's also helping him here potentially secure a number 1 contendership for the United States Championship. He rolled him back into the ring, did Solo. Knight's in the ring now. Claymore kick, set up, but Damian Priest showed up and pulled McIntyre out of the ring. Damian Priest attacked McIntyre, hits a South of Heaven on Drew McIntyre through the announce desk. Everything exploded. Priest then tried to leave and ran into LA Knight, and they start going at it. Jacob Fatu came out of nowhere and wiped both LA Knight and Damian Priest out with big splashes. Fatu rolled Priest and Knight into the... He landed the big Samoan hip attack. Fatu followed that up with a jump-up moonsault on LA Knight and a hip attack on Priest. Fatu gave Priest the jump-up moonsault or the mighty moonsault as well, and chance of Fatu end the segment. And WWE is going to have to strap the rocket pack to Jacob Fatu quicker than they are really envisioned. He's getting over very, very quickly. So now we have LA Knight, who lost to Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania. He wants his championship back. Drew McIntyre beats Damian Priest at WrestleMania. He wants a shot at the United States Championship. Because, I mean, there's nowhere else for him to go. With Drew McIntyre, you know, possibly going after the World Championship. Can't do that when you got John Cena and Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes is still going after it. I'm assuming we'll get CM Punk sometime this summer. McIntyre's probably slated for a big push later this year. So McIntyre, after he beats Damian Priest, he feels like he deserves the United States Championship. And now Damian Priest. Damian Priest is involved simply because he's not done with Drew McIntyre, who wants the United States Championship. So by default, that makes him not part of the 4 who want a shot at the United States Championship because he simply wants Drew McIntyre. So I like this. I didn't even mention Solo Sikoa, who was put down by Jacob Fatu, so nobody knows how he's feeling about it. Because Fatu clearly doesn't need Solo's help. He doesn't want Solo's help. And tonight, Solo, he tried to help Drew McIntyre. So how is Jacob Fatu going to look at that? Is he going to look at that in any way at all as a negative? We don't know. I don't really want all these guys involved at the same time. I don't mind it, as long as we don't get some multi-man match at Backlash. One-on-one. That's it. Whoever's next in line, one-on-one. We could be looking at a triple threat match with Fatu, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre, being that the match got fucked up. We could run this match back next week to see who is the number one contender, and we get a one-on-one match at Backlash the following week. I don't know what they're going to do. But seemingly all these guys are involved in the United States title. And I said this on social media. This is a lot better than fucking LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. You got some heavy hitters here for the United States title. And I like that because John Cena is going to be holding that WWE Championship for a little bit. And you're gonna get guys like Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes and CM Punk potentially going after that championship this year, going on into SummerSlam. You gotta make the United States Championship a title that is worth going after. It's on a guy that is going to do wonders for it because he's fucking great. But that's only half the battle. You gotta put someone in the ring that is going to be an equal and be competitive with Jacob Fatu to really enhance what the championship means. It's got to be a solid B title on the show. It's got to be the secondary title on SmackDown. It can't be fucking bottom of the barrel. So they are on the right path to doing that, and they got the right players to make that happen. John Cena, he was shown walking backstage, and we finally got John Cena in a backstage segment with R-Truth. This was very simple and very quick. He told John Cena, did R-Truth, if he ever needed him, Cena could give him a call. John Cena looked at him and he walked in. Jimmy Uso walked up to R-Truth and told R-Truth, what are you doing? R-Truth told Jimmy he still wants to be like John Cena when he grows up. That's a real champion. Jimmy yelled, you're already grown up. That's really all the segment was. John Cena didn't beat him down. Maybe it eventually happens, but it was very calm, cool, and collected with John Cena and R-Truth. Next week, Aleister Black will go one-on-one with The Miz. And that is the only match so far announced for next week's 3-hour SmackDown. Gee, I can't wait. Main event. Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, DIY, Johnny Gargano, and a beardless Tommaso Ciampa. Against the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. Tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. This was fucking great. I could sit here and say, like everybody else, I immediately thought it, immediately posted my thoughts on X. Why wasn't this match on the WrestleMania card? Why wasn't this match on the card outside of the New Day and the War Raiders? Could have easily replaced that on night one. That would have made way too many multi-person matches, but at this point, who cares? WWE had 3 very good, actually 2 great, and 1 very good multi-person match at WrestleMania. So what's the big deal if they added another one? Might as well just call them away. All the other ones exceeded everybody's expectations. I don't think anybody was complaining that there was too many, even though that was the original hesitation, the original holdup from a lot of people who looked at the overall card. Why are there so many multi-person matches? This match should have been on the WrestleMania card instead of the New Day and the War. Simple. I don't want to hear that they wouldn't have been given enough time. I don't want to hear about anything else, any other excuse. This should have been on the WrestleMania card. Not only did they have the longer feud, tensions in the SmackDown Tag Team division were much further along than the fucking New Day and the War Raiders, which was basically built in 2 weeks. The one positive here is they might not have been given enough time at WrestleMania, and tonight this went 23 minutes, and they were completely commercial free. So they gave these guys a WrestleMania treatment on the SmackDown after WrestleMania. So good on WWE. couple of harsh truths today, man. We're getting older. Basically, all I got to say, we're getting older. You and me, we're getting older. We can't go out and party like we used to. We can't go out and drink like we were 23 years old. It's not going to happen anymore. We as adults have responsibilities. Every time you go out and drink that one drink, and you wake up the next morning and you say, man, I should have had that last drink. You end up regretting it. How do you feel the next morning? You feel like complete garbage. You don't feel your best. You don't go to work. Sometimes you call out of work. You don't go to the gym. Your gym schedule gets all messed up. Us content creators, that one video that everybody's waiting for doesn't get done. I got a surefire way for you guys to go out and have some fun and still get your work done and feel great the next morning. And it's all because of ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink. You drink responsibly, you keep hydrated, you pop one of these before any of that happens, and you're going to be good to go, man. Your nights are going to be great, and your next day is going to be even greater. ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. And how it works, guys, is very simple. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that is to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. So just remember to make ZBiotics your first drink of the night, and please drink responsibly, and you'll feel your very best tomorrow. So if you guys want to have yourself a couple of cold adult beverages and feel your very best tomorrow morning, make sure you choose ZBiotics. That's ZBiotics.com. Use our unique link. I even pinned it at the top of the comment section down below and in the description of this very video. Make sure you use that to guide you where you guys need to be. 15% off your first order at checkout. And ZBiotics will even offer you a 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason, they'll refund you your money, no questions asked. Once again, that's ZBiotics.com. Use our unique link down below. And I want to thank them for once again sponsoring the podcast right here on Off the Script. Thank you guys, man, for a great stream, and thank you guys for a tremendous week, man. We just hit 170,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you guys want to be a part of the movement, hit that subscribe button and follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. We need 55 more likes for thousands here on the stream. And if you missed any of the content this week, man, we have been very, very busy. Monday, we did tremendous for the Raw After Mania. We did our biggest Raw After Mania crowd ever live. That video is up to 65,000 views. The Solomons or not for TNT 92, man, our largest show ever. 3,300 likes. And Tuesday's episode is at 72,000 views. You ain't watching Tuesday Night Titans on Tuesday, man. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. And somehow my Dynamite review did 33,000 views as everybody watched me for 25 minutes. Fail at getting a Nintendo Switch. Ridiculous. Gut check out all the content, including both videos I did on The Rock this week. One ranting about his interview on Pat McAfee, and then the comment he made to Dave LaGreca. Go check those videos out. Excellent stuff for you guys to get lost in. Let's get through these super chats. Michael Krause with a $2 super chat. Good Friday, JT and OTS. Black is back tonight. Yeah.
You know it, man.
Also, Michael Krause asks, did I get my Switch? No. Hopefully some rest? No. Michael, no. And he says, have a great weekend, everyone. Let's go. Triple M, are they still up there? Probably not, right? I didn't even think of Newegg, man. I didn't think of Newegg. It's probably not there anymore, right?
Yeah.
But who thinks of Newegg, you know? Nah, it's not there anymore. Why would it be? Who knows when they're going to go back on sale, man? I'll get one June 5th when they come out. Hopefully one of these retailers restock, you know? Hardcore Kevin with the $2 super chat. JD, what will you do when you hit 1 million subs? I'm not going to hit 1 million subs, Hardcore Kevin. We're not that type of channel. We're not. Catlight with a new membership. Thank you, Catlight. Emmanuel with a 5. Congrats on 170K, JD. Cheers to you and all the OTS family. Thank you, man. Michael Krause with the $2 super chat. Congrats on 170K, 200K subs end of the year. I love that, bro. Can we do it? I don't know. A 5. My girlfriend set fire to all standing bills. Her name is Burn Again. I knew a Bernadette. And son says, Dad, do trees me? Of course. It's how we get number 2 pencil. Also, Sidro Lotto CJ. The Crow says, excuse me, ma'am, would you like to donate to my charity? The lady says, maybe. What's it called? The Crow replies, call. It's for good cause. That's a good one. You know what, Sidro? That's that one will get a little while. Sidro's Crow's good cause was the Raven Ravens. Says Double Jim for the $5 super. Fox with a 99-cent super chat. I don't know what this is. Is this a money emoji? What is this? A puke emoji. Okay. Fox must be an AEW sicko who is upset that Mariah May is going to join WWE. I'm sorry, bro. Jay Everington with a 2. I can't wait to see the Cena Punk promo battle. It's gonna be good. Like the cool kid said, man, it's gonna feed families. Hardcore, who's this? Hardy Punk with a 2. H2 Rock. I do things you never could. Well, never be equal. Joey Taylor with a $5 super chat. JD, you might be a Stephanie Vaquer fan, but I prefer Io Sky. I'm happy Aleister Black is back. The TLC match of the night. SmackDown 6 out of 10. Bro, I don't care who you prefer, man. I don't care if you prefer Io. Do you look at Stephanie Vaquer and have a problem? Plus she's a metalhead, man. It's like, Tony Brown with a $4.99. JD, Mr. Black would give me a black mask due to where I put my face on Zelina. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. I don't know. Listen, man, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Hellfire Kai with a $10 super chat. Tomorrow is my great-grandmother's 95th birthday, and I'm thankful she's still with us. That is a great thing. That's a beautiful thing, Hellfire. Also, is The Rock more petite than Tony Khan? Lastly, TLC match is the reason why it should have been at WrestleMania. I agree. My Corona with a $1.99. Tonight's intro isn't a CGI. That's really JD's card. It is for all the geeks who think, oh, JD, he comes in a virtual mustache. So, right? You fucking geek. It's the real thing. It's right underneath me. In the garage. Syndrome 2. What kind of chicken is the funniest? a comedian. And you peaked with the call. Make out TJ with the 999. Triple H sending TS out was calculated to point the finger at Rock. Told him to stall on stage to resemble Travis and Rock's entrance to the Elimination Chamber. That's what Rock wanted to finesse, I'm sure of it. Triple H sending Travis Scott out was calculated to point the finger at Rock, told him to stall on stage to resemble Travis and Rock's entrance at the Chamber. That's what Rock wanted to finesse, I'm sure. Bro, that whole thing was, I don't know who wanted what needed to be finessed or not, man. It was all awful. Everything about it was fucking awful. Sid's rolling the $2 super chat. How a scientist freshen her breath.
No, I'm gonna say it again.
Experiments.
Secret offer.
Listen, bro. Still haven't topped the call. Make out TJ with a 999. Cody dethrones Cena. How does he stay babyface? There's no chance in hell. People are going to cheer Cody that late in the game for taking the belt off John Cena with these dates counting down? That's a good point. We'll see what happens. Well, Rock wants Cody to turn heel. He may get his wish. Edward Lou with a $4.99. Of all the travesties during WrestleMania season, Tommaso Ciampa's epic beard is gone. Why? I felt so empty and hollow inside. Yeah, I much prefer him with a gray beard. He looks older without the beard. Make out TJ with the $4.99. If bed bugs live in beds, then where do cockroaches live, JB? Where do cockroaches live? Make out TJ. I'm sure they're underneath hay from Fightful's bed. Probably a mess underneath there, bro. Toya ain't nice with the $2 super chat. This super chat is a work. Yes, everything's a work, Toya. Everything's a work. Sidro with the $2 super chat. Visually, Ciampa looked like Ricky. Jobber 1. He did look like a jobber, but he's not a jobber. Alex 69. 5 a.m. wake-up call to watch JD on Saturday morning from South Africa is always a good call. Alex, thank you for being here, bro. Johnny Boy Vaccaro with the $20 super chat. Respectfully, this TLC wasn't going to save a 5 out of 10 Mania 41. Besides the car crash action, this match was amazing because it got 30 minutes, which we never would have gotten at WrestleMania. I'm shocked it was commercial free. Yeah, they wanted to make good to all 6 guys because they weren't on Mania. Thank you, Johnny Boy with the 20. Sigma Rick with a 10. Finally able to catch you live. You and Cornette are the only wrestling podcast I consistently listen to. Well, to be in such great company, Sigma, thank you, bro. The Abyss, 86 with the $4.99. As the segment unfolded, I realized that we were about to get Aleister Black and that The Miz was getting the gatekeeper treatment. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles, bro. Johnny Boy with another $20 super chat. When will Triple H realize that entrance music helps a superstar to get over? Jey Uso is mid, and his music makes him pop like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Every mid-carder except LA Knight gets minus reaction, bro. I know. Jacob Fatu's starting to get over with his music. You know when he's coming out. Joker's voice of the $5 super chat. Hail JD and off the script. WrestleVotes reports Mariah May not re-signing with AEW, and WWE is prepared to make an outstanding offer. JMO and Ginger Ice Cold. OTS for life. Thank you, brother. Good. Let the Tony Fumble chance begin. Why would she go back to AEW? I mean, look at what they're doing with Megan Bain. Why would she go back there? What is there for her to do? The one feud that she wanted, the one feud that was the biggest, is now gone. Josh Herman with a $4.99. So instead of getting Alexa Bliss and the Wyatts, they thought it was a great idea to redo Nia and Tiffany. Triple H just hitting it out of the park. So dumb. Bro, Alexa Bliss rumored to be the leader of the Wyatt Six. Give it some time, bro. When it hits, all your criticisms are going to go away. Just like they usually do. Lauren with a 2. I don't even know if Alexa going back to the Wyatt Six is going to be all that interesting. We got to see. Lauren. With a $2 super chat. Randy Orton and John Cena equals insane chemistry. Fire emoji. The Abyss with a $4.99. Randy Orton came out like, Monday, I beat your ass. Tonight, I'm going to teach you. Tonight, I'm going to teach your ass. Yeah. Monday, I beat your ass. Tonight, I'm going to teach you. Exactly what he did. Who am I missing? Am I missing anybody? YouTube keeps crashing on me, man. Johnny Boy with another 20. Did anyone find an RKO to Cena on Monday? And then slight civil back and forth between Cena and Randy being odd? This mirrors Cody and Cena back and forth after Cody got attacked at Elimination Chamber. Segments seem wrongly placed. Well, he did get an RKO tonight, though. He wanted to hear Cena out. And what he heard angered him, so he gave him an RKO. So, then he's free to EO, then Jade, I believe. No bombs needed, bro. Quarter's all that matters. Sidro with a 2. I call Travis Scott Travesty Scott. Go away, bro. You know, Sidro, I love that name. I think that name is great. Travesty Scott is new name. Joey Taylor with a 5. John Cena and Randy Orton had a match at the Royal Rumble in 2014, a 21-minute match. The worst match of 2014. It was boring and it sucked. Yet everybody's expecting some fucking classic in 2025. Ali with a 5. JD, I have a feeling that if Travis Scott does come out, I swear to God, Randy Orton better punt kick him in the head. You know, there's a rumor that John Cena and Travis Scott will be tag team partners against Cody Rhodes and Bad Bunny. I could envision this taking place in June at the Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Imagine that. Johnny Boy with 5 and 5. Separate Los Garza to make 2 new tag teams. Angel and Santos, Andrade and Berto. Also, Johnny Boy, Charlotte and Jade tag team as the Abomination. Charlotte can wrestle 90% and treat Jade like the sidekick she is. No, on both, Johnny Boy. No, on both. Lewis with a 3 months. Good evening. Watch every single week for 3 months. JD is best for business. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate you, bro. Hollywood Guy with a 5. Could they have Nia Jax take that belt from Tiffany, only for Nia to lose it to Charlotte, just to get Charlotte the title? Who would be the babyface? Why would we want Charlotte versus Nia, heel versus heel? No. I don't know what Charlotte does, nor do I care. I think just get rid of her completely. Nothing will be lost without Charlotte there. Nothing. Black Wolf Inc. with a 5. You know what I mean. Yada mean. That's the way Jacob says it. Yada mean. Yada mean. Yeah, it's not something that this very overly white dude who listens to heavy metal should be saying out loud. Yada mean? No. Johnny Boy Picaro with the $2 series. I put the women's United States title on Roxy Perez. I agree. Caden Crawford with a $4.99. Alexa, Naomi, Michi, Candice, Chelsea, Piper, Jade, Alba, Caden, Katana, B-Fab. That's the mid-card roster from SmackDown. That's pretty bad. Hardy Punk with the 2. JD asks for customer service confirmation. Yada mean? Yeah. The next time I call Sleep Number. Yada mean? Worst customer service in history, by the way, Sleep Number. Baby Huey with a $4.99. Tesla Tour did a terrible job selling out as the Black's return. Thank God for Barrett with the save. I wasn't even paying attention. Triple M with a $2 super chat. Jesse finally got finality Zogger. Just got to get you ice break. I know. I took 2 weeks off. I'll be back on next week. He texted me the picture of it. He was so happy. His luck with RNG lately is fucking ridiculous. Blue Jay with a $2 super chat. This is all the work. Get the fuck out of here and stop showing up, motherfucker. Exactly. Fox with a $4.99. I missed the damn stream. Got to start it over. Today's my birthday. Whopping 34. What should I take a shot of today? I don't know what you got, bro. I got a lock downstairs. Good old Gentleman Jack is what I go to. My favorite, though, is Jameson Crested. Matt Fisher with a $5 super chat. Just found the show since WrestleMania. You're insightful and hilarious. Please breathe, my friend. Keep up the good work. Also, screw Dwayne. Matt. Scott just found the podcast this week, brother. Thank you for joining me. Grab a seat. Order a drink. You're going to enjoy your stay here, brother. Blue Jay with the $2 super chat. My sis is recovering from surgery. Prayers. Everybody in the chat. I need some prayer emojis for our guy, Blue Jay. Justin Toner with a 5. Great show tonight, JD, and that TLC match was a banger. Also, props to Bubba Ray for having LaGreca's back and called out The Rock on his bullshit on Busted Open Radio. I also stand with Dave LaGreca. Hardy Punk with the 2. First full road to Mania. 27, first live, 41, fucked by Dwayne. Dwayne fucked everything up, man. That's what he does. Citro with the $5 super chat. Confucius says, man who stands on toilet, high on pop. Confucius would be correct. Hollywood Bug Hunter Nate TV with 33 months. JD, growing up, were you more of a Mario Kart or a Sonic guy? Also, JD, Naomi's punches kind of reminded me of Finn Balor on Extreme Rules 2021 flop. I am more of a Mario guy, Hollywood Bug Hunter Nate TV. I was never a big Sonic guy. Mario all the way. It's me, Mario. Abyss for the $1.99. When is the debut of JBL Cero Miedo? We may have to wait till the AAA WWE show in June. That would be a great way to reintroduce everybody to JD. I got the mask. It's behind me, hanging up on the wall. Matt Fisher with a 10. A man goes and cuts a hole in the ice and sits down to fish. The voice says, "There's no fish under the ice." The man asks if it's God. No, it's the owner of the ice rink. Man, thank you for finding the stream, bro. We really appreciate you. Thank you for the $10. I'm gonna leave you some friendly advice, bro. Leave the jokes to Sigrid. Leave them to Sigrid. Alexander G. Stephanie Becker blows my mind every time. She is a goddess. Alexander, tell me when you're telling lies, bro. And Johnny Bobicaro with $2 Super Chat. TKO and Dwayne will kill WWE if they push out Triple H. Give it time. Give it time. Ladies and gentlemen, I am getting out of here. Thank you for a great stream tonight. Absolutely killed it. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Go check out all the great content on the channel. Oh no, Matt Fisher with the $2 super chat. He says, "Being a comedian is my literal job." Oh my goodness. Maybe we gotta get you and Sidro teamed up together, bro. Thank you guys for a great stream, man. Follow me on social media at JDFMNY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Go check out all the content. I don't know if I'll be back this weekend. If there's news, you'll get videos. If not, I'm taking the weekend off, and I'll see you guys for Monday night. Thank you guys for a great stream. Thank you for 170,000 subscribers. You guys killed it this week. Unbelievable support. Thanks, JD, for your road to WrestleMania. OTS wishes a great time off. Thank you, brother. I will see you guys Monday back live for Raw. See you guys Stephanie Becker lived up tonight, much like we talked about with Julia, another cover, and now all these women right now trying to look for that quick pinfall to get that first victory out of the eyes in the back of your head. No doubt about it. Particularly at this level where everybody's still finding their footing, solidifying who they are as superstars. Big time opportunity, but you've got four extremely talented women all vying for the same opportunity. And I know I asked about Stephanie Becker, what are your thoughts on Kalani Jordan? Here comes Lola White from behind, looking for a sleeper. Trying to lock it in. Nice counter, shoulders down. And here falling. Here's the best striking ability from Lola, who might be the best pure striker in this matchup. And now she turned her attention to Kalani Jordan. Educated feet, big. Educated feet right there. Whoa! Handle business as it comes your way. Gnarly landing went right in. Beautiful step there. Becker, of course, trying to reach out to Kalani at one point, has no love lost with Cora Jade. That kendo stick attack to end the year. But for the time! Here we go! Here we go! Moonsault from the
Michigan State alumni, and she's in the driver's seat now.
They put it outside. They got to do it inside the square circle.
Body connects. McCann roll through. McCann roll through. Near fall. Oh, a half second away. Right up swing, missed wildly. Kalani able to roll through. Shoulders down one more time. Nice counter. Nice pivot. Nice pinning predicament. Looking for the bridge. There comes Lola Fight. Breaking up the count. Lola could be looking for another submission. Instead, just tossing. McCann to the floor right. Oh, man. Olympic slam. And Kalani now. Looking for possibly a 5 star. Whoa! And the roll through. I think she noticed Cora was moving. Tried. This year's got caught and all hell breaking loose.
Talking about being at the right place at the right time. Stephanie, look at the cat.
Say that again. Looking for the FVP.
That could be it.
Into the cover. And McCann now has her first opportunity at gold. Here's the winner. And the number 1 contender to the NXT Women's North American Championship, Stephanie McCann. Cora's ready. Stephanie McCann. She was taken out earlier. But she's now looking for her pound of flesh. And Booker, you know what they say about payback. Hell had no fury. Let the Dark Angels scorn.
I really don't know because I don't think you're gonna make it to New Year's Eve because of us. And look, I know you think your best friend Stephanie's gonna come out here and save you, but she can't. She won't. Because there's no question about who did it.
Don't move, medical's here. What hurts? They're right here. Don't move, don't move. Here, stay down. Don't move. Who did this? What happened? What happened? Try not to move. What happened? What hurts? Tell me what hurts. This is outrageous! Unbelievable! Into the cover, hook the leg. Lash Legend with the win. Here is your winner, Lash Legend.
Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to the SmackDown Watch Along. It is Friday, April 25th. The girl is back here. Post SmackDown, I'm sorry, the post WrestleMania SmackDown. So I'm very curious to see what goes down on today's show. John Cena is announced for today's show, and after everything that went down at WrestleMania, I can only imagine what they're gonna do today, what's gonna happen. I mean, it's either gonna be really great or really bad. I don't know anymore regarding the storyline, so I'm just running with it and seeing what we get out of it. But welcome everybody. We're still 3 minutes away. Once the show actually gets started, I will get the audio up and running for everybody. Actually, I'm gonna start getting that going right now. And no, that's not what I need. Okay. So yeah, that's basically what we've got today for SmackDown. So we'll see. Raw after Mania was so much fun. It was such a good show. So I'm hoping that SmackDown after Mania is just as good, especially if we're going to be here for the next 3 hours, guys. 3 hours we will be here talking about this show. So hopefully they give us something good out of this. But let's see who's here. Let's give some shout outs. I want to shout out Daryl T. Ford for starting up the chat here. We also got Mark Jones. We got Katie Clark. We got Burren Hockey. Brandon Rosen. The infamous DJ1. We got Benjamin Rankins. We got Matt Wright-Keel. We got Terrence Sullivan. Infamous DJ1. J. Rock Dog. South Rider. Henry Kiernan. Good to see you, John. How are you? We got Johnny98. We got Double S, Tiger Claw Baby, Maggie Sajah, Stacey Clark, Happy Friday. We got Dan Alexa in here. We got Tremaine Young, Joseph Bosa, Raphael Smith, Team Michael Gang, Ryan Powell. We got Janica Huron. We got Juan. We got Mr. CJ Lipsy. We got, who else we got in here? We got John Riley. Good to see you, John. We got Seth Ross in the building, Seth Ryder 2, Mr. Brimley, Juan Carvajal, Juan Ortega, we got JJ, we got Mike Rouse. We're 1 minute away, actually way less than that, we're 10 seconds away, my bad. We got KJ in here, Larice Johnson, Stuart Friedman. Stuart, I'm wearing the shirt you got me. This is thanks to you, bud. It's my new favorite shirt, by the way. I wear it all the time. We got Rita TV, M.A. Lewis, Mike Rouse in here. We got Home Wrestling League, Ivan Garcia. What up? Who else haven't I said hello to? We got Andrea Price, Sparta Prime. I try to get everybody right before the show. We got Taylor in here. What's up, everyone? All right, SmackDown about to start. Let's see. Please, hopefully today's show is a good one. And let me get the audio up. All right, audio is up. Should be started soon. All right, let's do our daily audio check, everyone. You can hear SmackDown and you can hear me, and both are at a decent volume. Please let me know. So hopefully we're all good. Hey guys, so we got our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much to Day. Who says they took work off just for you. I love that shirt. Yo. I hope you enjoyed SmackDown night off. So Day, I hope you enjoyed your night off. I hope you enjoyed SmackDown. We got Dan Lusta in here who says my WrestleMania hangover is now over. Good stuff, Dan. I'm feeling a lot more energized today. On Monday, I was pretty tired coming off of Las Vegas. Today, Montez Ford has a cowboy hat. It's looking like cowboy glam. Today, I'm definitely feeling like a lot more rested, that's for sure. I am editing my WrestleMania vlog that's going up tomorrow, and it's so funny because I was watching my vlog. I'm still not done with it, but I'm watching it, and as like goes on, like I start off like the first day, I'm funky, full of energy, and by the end of it, I'm just like this walking zombie. So you really see the change in my energy levels from the start of the WrestleMania vlog to the end of the WrestleMania vlog. So all that to say, Dan, that I get it. Oh my gosh, Tiffany Stratton still has her forehead is still busted open from that brutal fight that she had there with Charlotte Flair. Dan, thank you so much for sending in the super chat, and I'm glad that your WrestleMania hangover is over, and hopefully you have a good time watching SmackDown today. Thank you, Dan. We got Mike Kowinski in here. What's up, Mike? We got KJ. Hard to see Las Vegas, guys. Let's see, we got Megan. What's up, Megan? Hello, everyone. My birthday is tomorrow. Hey, Megan, happy early birthday. I love that your birthday's on a Saturday, by the way, because that's kind of the best. You get to go all out and do your thing. I think that's great, man. We got Jerry Palmer here, says new U.S. champion, help you fit Jacob on too. Yes. Rooting for the AI hub. We got John here who says 27 months. Wow, time is flying by. It really is, man. I can't believe how fast time flies by. John, thank you so much for all of your support. And I hope you're also having a nice start to your weekend here. We got Big G in here, Seth Ryder 2, Dr. J. Merritt. We got iShow Sigma. Maurice Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, did you ever happen to Luther? Yes, they let me see. They what do you call it? did they find him or something? Suspended him? Yes, suspended him and fined him for his attack on Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. So hey, Gunther can chill for a bit and then come back and get to work and do his thing, you know? Thank you so much, Laurie Johnson, for the super chat. We also got, by the way, ex-Holder's Yes, I Am Swifty. Love Taylor. We got Dan Lester here, by the way, who also gifted 5 DWO membership. Hell yeah, man. Not only does that help out me, but it also helps out people getting free membership. So very, very cool of you, Dan. We got Trilla 514. What is up? Trilla says tippy time. We got Crazy Cool D in the building. Nick Rosso. Hey, Tanisha Hicks. I hope. Oh, Tanisha Hicks got the show, everybody. Tanisha, enjoy the show. I hope it's a good one. Have some fun concessions. Let me know how the nachos are or whatever you decide to snack on at SmackDown. Let us know. But enjoy the show. And you'll get to see John Cena today, so that's great. Natural Boy said, hey, Denise and everyone, I love that phrase, WrestleMania hangover. Brandon Rosetta says, I can never get enough of Vegas and they have a problem. Yeah, Brandon, I'm telling you, 3 days. After 3 days, if you still like being in Vegas, you need to talk, bro. We need to talk. Because after 3 days, I'm like done. I'm cooked. I don't want to see Las Vegas. I don't want to know about Las Vegas. None of it. Kevin Simpson, thank you so much for joining the stream. Infamous DJ, what I also saw, so we'll see if we see the White Six today. We got Sarah in the building. Thank you, Sarah. We got Mr. Rikers. Thank you, Mr. Rikers, for tuning in. Qdis says, please, no more feeding. Dude, I'm so over feeding. The other day, I was stuck in my head so badly. I was so mad. I was brushing my teeth, and I was literally going feed over and over in my head. It was so annoying. Super Pro here. So, hello, Denise. My birthday is tomorrow. Denise is a DWO. Okay, so we got 2 birthdays coming up tomorrow. Super Pro, happy early birthday, man. I hope you have a good celebration. I love that. It's the end of the April birthday. We got Eric in here. What's up, Eric? And thank you so much, Tracy, for the super chat. Tracy said, so I was wrestled out by Wednesday in 48 hours quarantine and much SBU in Chicago PD to reset myself. I did watch your break, though. Thank you, Tracy. I'm still going. I'm still posting daily videos. The vlog for WrestleMania goes up tomorrow. I'm not done editing it. I have to do the voiceovers, but I've already put everything together, which honestly, guys, editing vlogs is probably one of my least favorite things to do because I have so many freaking video clips on my phone. Then I have to airdrop all my video clips and put them all in order of how the event unfolded. It's so annoying. And then I get mad at myself. So I'm like, oh, I should have showed this. I should have shown that. Oh, I didn't get a video of this. Why didn't I get a video of that? Oh, we're starting off with John Cena. So yeah, Tracy, thank you so much for checking out the video. Thank you for the love, and I'm glad you got your wrestling plans. I still haven't got mine, and I'm hoping to have a wrestling plan for this weekend. Thank you, Tracy. John Cena. Okay, so how many John Cena? He said we were at 27 appearances, right? So now we're at 26, I believe. I think 27 was the number on Monday, right? I think it was 27. We got David here who says, yeah, I got my first super chat and deserves another. Thank you, David. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Guys, show some love to David. We got well-rounded Leo in the building. What's up, Leo? Leo says, I don't care about John Cena's heel turn. I wanted him to turn heel in his time because his face character was insincere and fake. And was pleased to sell t-shirts, and now that he's old, I don't care. I think right now it's kind of hard to get so interested in it because a lot of us have sort of been left with like a bad taste in our mouth coming out of WrestleMania, the main event. I think had WrestleMania's main event been like Super Bowl and all of that, I think more people would be feeling John Cena's heel turn. I think the people that are feeling John Cena's heel turn are just like super diehard John Cena fans. That's what it feels like. But if you're not a diehard John Cena fan, this may not be your favorite thing. I'm not a diehard John Cena fan. I like John Cena. And I was so excited about this heel turn coming off of Elimination Chamber. And I was ready to be taken on a ride. Unfortunately, I think I got off the ride. Let's see see if I decide to get back on it at some point. But we'll see what they do. He still has the rest of the year. And obviously, since it's John in the final year, I want to make sure that I enjoy it. So I'm hoping it gets good fast. Thank you so much, well-rounded Leo. We also got Oscar Laura. Thank you so much, Oscar Laura. Who said no more beans. I'm not even gonna. I feel like if I say the word, everyone's gonna hear the song in their head, and I don't want to do that to everybody. So let's think of a different song. Oh, when the thing come marching in. All right, that one got stuck in my head too for like 2 weeks last time. Oscar, thank you so much for the super chat. Hope you're having a nice Friday. Uncle Dom says, "Hey Sam, so glad WrestleMania is over. No more." I don't even know how it goes this song. I just goes over and over and over again. And by the way, the John Cena chants are still the same, half and half, like they always are. So still so far. Let's see. Hopefully we get a different promo from John Cena today. Let's see what we get.
My sincerest apologies. I have been informed again that my absence has been disrespectful.
From far away, this guy kind of looks a little bit like Chris Stanley. Now I was about to say what from far away. I gotta make sure it's not close. Not up close, but from far. Far, and you gotta spin.
For the final time, the last real champion, John Cena.
That feels like the biggest selling point right now. It's like, here's John Cena, last real champion for the last year. Thank you so much, Uncle Don, for the super chat. I love how all of our super chats right now are about how they don't like the WrestleMania song. That's literally where we're at right now. Kevin Simpson says I can see that. Don, you're right. He does. The announcer does look like Nick Lachey. Yes. Oh my gosh, Nick Lachey all the way. Yes. Oh, here we go. We're getting right to it. Randy Orton. Let's see what Randy has to say. I'm glad. I'm actually kind of glad that we're getting Randy right now instead, because this definitely makes it feel just a little bit more different.
Well, the other night on Monday Night Raw, breathing into the flame with the new undisputed WWE champion.
We got Joshua Bones in the chat. What's up, Joshua?
And we'll go live
I'm
on
gonna shout it out there. Oh, we got Charles E. Page. What's up, Charles? Who's the greatest eyebrow wrestling? What are we talking about? I know it's not John Cena. Who are we talking about with great eyebrows? Seth Rollins has some nice eyebrows for like a guy. I think Seth's eyebrows are nice. Alex has really good eyebrows for a guy. They're out there. I just gotta think about them. We got Melissa Cabello in the stream. What's up, Melissa? We also got Jonathan. What's up, Jonathan? We got Sarshmello. Those eyebrows. I mean, The Rock was good with the eyebrow, but he doesn't have like great eyebrows though. He doesn't have like a Brooke Shields eyebrows, you know, Denise Richards, their eyebrows. Oh yes, John. Roman has nice eyebrows, but when I think of Roman, I mainly think about his. He's got really nice teeth. Like his teeth are kind of perfect. They're a little too perfect. We got James Richards in the chat. What's up, James? Jay Growl says, imagine someone telling you in 2009 we would see DLC number space ported. Right? Isn't it? That's what makes it kind of feel a little different. We got I Don't Let Your Meatloaf podcast says, we're going to be at Backlash St. Louis. I want Randy to bring it home. Hostile environment for Cena. I don't think he's going to win at in St. Louis. I mean, it's great, but I don't not have a teeth fetish. Ask anybody, and they're gonna tell you that they've noticed Roman Reigns' teeth. I don't even think teeth fetish is a thing. It's more like teeth appreciation. All right, here we go. What's up, Team Mac Junior 209? Thank you for tuning in. We got Cool Cool in here. All right, now I'm gonna shut up.
You know what I'm talking about? Couple months, it'll be 25 years. You and I.
Wow, 25 years. Insane.
25 years. I had no idea. 25 years. So a few months ago, you never changed. You were always hustling, loyalty. That it wasn't some catchy slogan for merchandise. It was a way of life. This is your mantra. For every day, your life. So I realized that I need to think long and hard about what's going on. There's a void inside of me, a void that needs fulfillment. So I started racking my brain, and I started thinking about all of the things. The millions and millions of kids that have looked up to you since day one. All the kids that you have
And the
motivated, that you have been a role model for. These kids, they set goals because of you. They accomplished those goals and set more goals. Whether it was the track field, on the court, in the classroom, you made those children better. Generations and generations of children looked up to you.
Except me, I was never a Cena fan growing up. I was anti-Cena growing up.
Just more wishes than anybody who's
What's that? Back on that one. You can't boo John Cena with that one, guys. You can't.
You can't tell me. I know you too well. You cannot tell me. Left with a piece of your heart. You can't tell me that they were.
Oh, I hope John Cena doesn't say anything about that.
So
No.
I figured out how to build the book.
So weird seeing Cena with the belt. Took me out.
Take it from me, John. You need to have some damn kids.
Wait, what? That's where it's going with
Could
this?
you imagine
What?
where John, big forearm, little Cena's running around? The
What?
world would be a better place. And then you would be back to who you are, who you truly are, who I know you are. You need to become a father, man. Grow up. It'll make you a better human being.
I was not expecting Randy to tell John Cena he needs some kids. That's not where I saw this going. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, that is so funny. I gotta be on John Cena's side here. I mean, you can't force someone to have kids.
Smile on your face under the guise of making me feel better and then parent shame you for the
He got parent shamed.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry.
For
What's happening right
you
now?
have children and you good for you.
What? What is happening? Why?
Because I spent the last 25 years raising yours.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
And by the sound of it from this
this group tonight. I have done an impeccable job.
Yo, John Cena just took credit for
Here
the last.
is the real truth.
That's funny.
For the last 25 years, I have been a better parent to your children than you could ever be.
What? You know what? I'm glad to say that I did not grow up a John Cena
Your
fan.
dad's a loser.
Damn, John Cena did not raise me.
Oh, great. A 6-year-old just gave you the finger. Classy. Very, very classy.
Shout out to come on, Pam the camera on that 6-year-old.
Yeah.
That's
That's
hilarious.
why I don't have kids. I've been policing brats like this for a quarter of a century.
That's funny.
Bit of advice, kid. Never bring a knife to a gunfight.
That's actually a pretty good tip right there, by the way.
Bet your loser dad didn't teach you that one. Don't look at me like you're gonna do something either.
Where's this kid?
Are we done here?
I need a camera shot here. Oh, I see him from far away.
Is that Hollywood rock? Is that so deep inside your brain you can hear what I'm saying right now? It doesn't have to be one. No. These fans are the reason why you are here standing before me in this ring right now. They're the reason you're in Hollywood right now. WWE is why you made it to Hollywood and you are crushing it. Touch the seat. You honed your skills here. You developed your work ethic in this ring. You took it to Hollywood, like I said, you are crushing it. Without the WWE, there is no Hollywood. And without the WWE universe, there is no WWE. No matter which way you add it up, no matter what kind of math you apply to it, these fans are the biggest reason that you are standing here today in this ring with me. John, I've made a lot of mistakes throughout my life, throughout my career. I've learned from them. I've had a long journey. So I can hold that on. Hold my head up high. And I give respect from my peers. I am here. I am here to stay. You, man, you're just a guest.
I mean, he was gone for a long time and in and out, so I get it.
We all have our respect. I used to believe yours, that without them, there is no WWE. I used to think that we won together. I was wrong. We didn't win anything. I have never needed a single one of these people. They will chant. They will chant in the same breath. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks.
Yeah, no matter what happens at this point, they will always chant that. Like, no matter what.
I just called out a rando who turned pale white. Imagine being told you suck for 25 years. They don't mean anything to me. You are just like all of them. They're all hypocrites. Because once you get tired of being, you can put your energy into any superstar you want to give to. But if the walls are reversed, and I put my energy into anything other than this, I'm an outcast, I'm a guest. That's why this is dysfunctional. That's why this doesn't work anymore.
I think Randy needs to go off and tell Cena he's speaking his mind.
Manipulation.
Tell him, Randy.
You are simply manipulating the truth to make yourself feel good.
Come off, Randy.
Nothing with your life.
Cut him off.
The only thing that man right there has done is dress up to look like Jack Black.
camera shot on these guys. Man, they're not showing any of the fans John Cena's roasting today. I want to see them.
I get criticized and is labeled as an outcast of yes, for simply trying to do something different. You know what? I was so stupid. I was so stupid to come out here to think for 1 second that in this weird, bizarre world where I'm a good guy, you're a bad guy, you would somehow listen to what I'm saying. Some of the words that come out of my mouth, they're not penetrating your thick ass skull, are they, John? Going wrong.
My God.
Literally, anytime you argue with someone, you can copy and paste that response from Randy.
Royal family. You know, he's not just talking about his family, right? He's also talking about my family. You want to ruin wrestling? Wrestling has given me everything ever since I came out of my mother's womb. Wrestling has provided for me. Wrestling will provide for me, my children, my loved ones, until I am put 6 feet in the freaking ground. Ruin wrestling? You're not going to ruin wrestling. Not over my dead body. Shut your mouth.
Oh, damn.
You just don't understand. Do you?
John Cena's so whiny as a heel.
I've already won 17. Okay? You won 14.
That's not too far behind.
Take this home with me. You are forever frozen at 14. Yes, there will be another show. You will have other matches. They will create some change for the title and you try to shift it into a match. Whether it's a hit on your counter, some over one, you battling moron.
Randy, come on. Don't let him say all this to you.
When I leave here, make sure 3 generations of your family is erased.
Randy, get his ass. Come on. RKO him. Back to Hollywood.
You say you're the last real champ. All right, prove it right here, right now. Put that title on the line and fight it. Right here, right
We
now.
all knew that's not going to happen.
No.
I think we all knew that. Sorry to Fort Worth, Texas, if they got their hopes up.
And just like so many times over the past 25 years, this should be a match. Randy Orton versus John Cena for the undisputed championship. But it shouldn't happen here. I've already given you a hard enough time. It's not your fault. It's for Randy. It should happen at Backlash.
I'm glad they actually announced it right now. We all knew that, but I'm glad that they announced it
I
right
know
now.
it's hard for you to hear, but for Randy, it's great because Randy is from Texas. You can spend the whole 20% for Randy. Next thing you feel well left. Randy Orton at his best. Because I need Randy Orton at his best. Because after Backlash, when you fail, you will have no excuse. Take a good look, Randy. This is what the last real champion looks like. And this is as
close to this championship as your ever going.
Man, I want Randy to win. Oh no!
With a right hand and attacks the Viper. A sucker punch.
I hate it. Get him, Randy. Come on, get him, Randy. Wanted to see a beautiful RKO today. However, it's not looking likely.
And now he's climbing up for replacement. With that title in hand to hit Randy Orton. Won't say that the most desperate cheap shot of John Cena. Looking at the window.
Yay! Yay! Okay, good. Good. I was only going to end this without an RKO, bro. You gotta get an RKO. Come on. Lay his ass out.
He does it here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh shit, guys. I want Randy to win a backlash, but I fear it's definitely not gonna happen. But I still want it, so. Oh no. Don't raise the belt, Randy.
With that championship
Aw.
in his hand.
What a segment, though. That was a fun start to SmackDown. It kind of went in directions that I wasn't anticipating for it to go into. I couldn't have predicted this promo if I tried. I wasn't gonna imagine that Randy was going to tell him that the boy missing in his life was the fact that he hadn't had any children. That was my favorite part of the whole thing. Because again, like who would have thought that that was the direction they were going to go?
Meanwhile, after 230 days of tag team championship,
Oh yeah, Fraction's on the show today. Really good opportunity for them. Fraction's really fun. I'm sure most of you have already seen Fraction, but for those of you who don't watch any NXT, and I doubt it, I'm pretty sure everyone here has seen some of Fraction. But if you haven't, though, there's that one random person out there that has not seen Fraction. They're very, very entertaining. Let's see what we got here. It says BJ1, so that's a tough subject for a lot of people. And it's usually when people say, oh, why don't you have children? That's usually something that's saved for women. Like, you never hear men be asked, like, hey, why don't you have children? No, they never get asked that for the most part, you know? So it's like, that was completely unexpected. Johnny Gatto says the promo was better than Cody's, in my opinion. Well, there was that one back and forth promo on Raw that Cody and John did that I thought was really good. That one, the one where they were throwing shots at each other and John told, Cody about like taking billionaire son's money. That promo, I thought that promo was really great. And then if I had to rank one below that, then I would rank this one right below that one. Only because they did have some shots fired between John and Cody during that 1 week, and that one was really good. But yeah. All right, let me catch up here on the super chats, everybody. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in to the show today, to the watch along. I don't know what else is gonna happen on SmackDown, but I hope that it's good, man. We're off to a good start, but we're expecting something pretty noteworthy with John Cena and Randy, so I feel like that's where we're at right now. Let's see where we are at. We are here with Brandon Rosette. Brandon, thank you so much for this generous super chat, Brandon. He says hot take or maybe just warm. WrestleMania 41 was mostly mid, but it was only because the builds to the previous two were so awesome by comparison. The Rock sticking his nose in creative at the last minute didn't help things either. I do think that's a little bit of a hot take. I feel like I can't agree only because I still very much remember the last several recent WrestleMania. And for the most part, I feel like I loved WrestleMania 38. I loved WrestleMania 39. I loved WrestleMania 40. And I feel like the only ones I didn't totally love, well, obviously 36. 36 was just hard to love. 36 was hard to love, even though there were some okay things on the show. That one was difficult because it was the pandemic era WrestleMania. But WrestleMania 37 also had some good things. I really, really liked the triple threat for WrestleMania 37. They had some good matches there too. So if we're just talking recent years for WrestleMania, this did not compare. Like, it's not just about WrestleMania 40 being extraordinarily uh, good or exciting or the builds and all of that. Because there was previous WrestleManias that I also think had better builds as well as better matches overall and just had that WrestleMania feel. WrestleMania Night 1 this year did not feel like WrestleMania. It was weird. It felt like we were just watching an overhyped show of some sort. And WrestleMania 2, obviously with the women and some of the other matches on the card, they got some of that pageantry and feeling back. And so WrestleMania 2 definitely, Night 2, excuse me, felt better. But overall, though, it was a rough first night for sure, and you don't want to get things started like that because it kind of, got people being like, "What the hell is happening?" And then with the terrible ending to the show, it was just night 2 WrestleMania was not bad. It was just the ending of the show that obviously had everybody being like, "What the hell, man? What did we just see?" But yeah, thank you so much to Brandon for this generous super chat and for your hot take. We got Uncle Don here who says, personally, I think Randy should be seen as last opponent. They came up WWE at the same time, having Randy at the last feud completes the full circle. So it seems like a lot of people were expecting Randy to be the last person, the last match. But now I'm wondering if they're going to use John Cena's last match to maybe put somebody else over. Or who knows? Maybe they decide to do Randy and John Cena twice. Who knows? Um, like, I think Randy felt like the most likely option. Now I'm wondering if maybe Cody will be Randy's last match and he takes his belt back. I don't know. Because I was also expecting for that to be a lot sooner. I'm not expecting for that to happen all the way till the end of December. If I was going to predict Cody getting his title back, I was going to predict that happening for SummerSlam. So I don't know. Maybe I was wrong on the time frame of all of that. By the way, the show is back. Let me put the audio back on.
15 days away from
And so now, like, there's so many different options, right? It could be another person. By the way, here's the official, card or the official match card for match graphic for John Cena and Randy Orton. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, are they going to use that to like close out? Are they going to go with someone that's more of a meaningful, sentimental kind of opponent for John Cena? Or are they going to go with someone that can be put over to it, like get the ultimate rub, right? Or is it going to be Cody Rhodes to tie up the story very nice, tie up the story and give Cody Rhodes something back because there was managed with Cody so dirty at WrestleMania. So I want him to get back some of that prestige. So I don't even know what you want to call it. Whatever he lost at WrestleMania, get it back. That includes the title. Thank you, Uncle John. We got Ryan Adams here who says, am I really just excited for Orton versus Cena in 2025? Yes, I am. I do, honestly. I really, really am. And again, I'm not expecting Randy to win, though, but if he did, I'd be epic thrilled because I would kind of prefer it. Thank you, Ryan, for the super chat. By the way, here we go. We're getting Traction versus Humberto and Angel Garza. We got Mark Firefly forever here. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Definitely love the representation. Love the shirt. Always expressing Mark. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, dude, I'm super obsessed with this shirt. It's so comfortable. The design is cool. I just pair it with some leggings and some boots, and I got a palm outfit. And then plus also those little stars that I bought a few weeks ago. So I feel like I got the whole getup right now. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Thank you, Mark. We got JDX here who says, do you think Cena's last match will be the Rock trilogy? Shit. I don't know because with the Rock, it's just so much more questionable, right? Every time you think we know it's going down with the Rock and what he's gonna do next, it doesn't happen that way. Remember when we thought Rock and Cody was gonna happen, and then it didn't. Remember when we thought Rock and Roman was gonna happen, and then it didn't. Every time, I remember when we thought that the Rock was gonna come out at WrestleMania, and then it didn't. It feels like everything that I've even tried to predict with the Rock, that I or the wrestling fans have tried to has just gone in an entirely different direction. So it's very hard for me to even try to predict anything with The Rock. JBS, so sorry, I wish I had a better answer for you. But thank you so much though for that super chat. Also, I'm curious to see what your guys' reaction is because there was like a rumor going around about the possibility of John Cena and Travis Scott with Bad Bunny and Cody Rhodes. I saw that and I'm like, oh shit! Like I love what Bad Bunny has brought to WWE when he has been here. But dude, I don't want to see Travis Scott. Like he has to come in and be really damn attractive, especially because we already know that Bad Bunny can get the job. You know. JBX, thank you for the super chat. Hope you're having a nice Friday. We got Abraham Razo. Abraham, thank you so much for the super chat. He says Cody cost Randy at Backlash and needs to turn heel. Would you view Cody Rhodes' turn heel though? Before Cody turns back to babyface though? Sorry, not Cody. John Cena before John Cena turns back to babyface. That's a question for you. I'm kind of turning back the tables here. I don't know that Cody has to turn heel. I just think that Cody needs to. I don't even think Cody needs to turn heel. Honestly, I don't feel that passionate about him having to turn heel. I really don't. I just need them not to make him look like he's a goof. And that's the biggest kind of like most about Cody is that he's a storyteller. He's a storyteller on the mic and in the ring. I've seen Cody wrestle a whole lot in and out of WWE. And I want to see Cody treated with that kind of respect. The respect that we saw that he got at WrestleMania 40. That kind of respect. I didn't like the way they made him look at WrestleMania 41. And I want them to take that out of my head, erase it, and rewrite it. And show us that Cody is better than that. Show us that Cody is someone that you invested in him, that you're a fan of Cody, that you were wrong in being Cody Rhodes' fan. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Abraham, thank you so much for the super chat. You got Brandon Rosen here who says, I gotta say that at first I didn't get Fraction and didn't see them going for as a team. Glad I was wrong and so happy for their success. Fraction is one of the most loved NXT, I would say. Primarily because they're very entertaining to watch. Very entertaining with the speed that Nathan brings and the high flying technique that Axiom brings. They both make something very, very nice together. So I like Fraction as a tag team, and at the end of the year, when people were giving out like their year-end awards, so many people were giving love to Fraction, and I thought that was very cool because they were one of the rare NXT acts that were getting that love, especially because NXT is not watched as much as Raw or SmackDown. So some acts, like even if they're doing really good, they may not get that same recognition because not many people are watching them like they are Raw and SmackDown. So I was very thrilled with that show. Basically top out with pretty much every single other tag team on WWE. Thank you, Brandon. Look at that. Dude was going 100 miles per hour. Like, how is that not hella entertaining to watch? You don't even gotta be a wrestling fan to enjoy. Look at that. Yo, he went so fast on the second rope, and I'm like, dude, chill for a second. I don't want you to like. That's the thing about Fraction. That's the thing about Nathan Frazier is that he moves so freaking fast. Sometimes that I'm worried. He gets all crazy, right? He's got his hair all over the place, and I'm like, dude, you even see? Are you okay? And every single time I'm worried, I realize that I don't worry because that's just who he is. That's just the way he moves. That's just Nathan Frazier, and that's just his natural energy and movement in the ring. That's just what it is. No, Frenchman, you're too kind. Oh my gosh, Stuart, thank you so much for this super generous super chat. You're the reason I have this t-shirt, by the way. If you guys didn't watch the WWE World buy it. So Stewart's already the reason I have my favorite wrestling t-shirt now. I was scared. I'm like, if they toss out Nathan Frazier right now, knowing Nathan Frazier is going to do something crazy. This is actually going to be a victory for. This is actually going to be a victory for Humberto and Angel Garza. Denise Patriots is like, I don't want to say brand new YouTube channels that had started it 2 years ago, and then I just didn't really post on it for 2 years, so it was dormant for 2 years, and I didn't post anything because I'm an idiot and I should have. And so now I'm definitely making sure to post on there because I feel like just based off of YouTube algorithm, things like that. Oh, I love this. I just think it's a good idea to have clips on a different page than putting it all on one page. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep posting and see how it does, and hopefully it gets somewhere. It's not monetized yet, so it's not making any money yet. So please go watch the video so that I can reach monetization. But I know I'll get there as long as I keep posting and don't give up the way I did last time. Thank you so much, Stuart Bridgman, for the encouragement and for the chat. Okay, I think they're going for a Spanish fly. Yeah, Spanish fly. And then Frazier, I think they're going to win this match. How did he do that? How did he do that? Yo, they got the win, man. I mean, they're a great tag team, but also, I'm so sorry for Angel Garza. I'm so sorry with Virgo. They always beat us bad, but also, I'm so happy for Crasham. Kind of deserve this big victory because they've been putting in the damn work. So it's a little bit of a mix here. A little bit of a mix. I didn't hear from Tiffany. Oh yeah, it did look like her tooth was busted, but it's definitely not. No, I'm glad because that would have been so awful. We were talking earlier today about people's teeth, like people, and I specifically want to say Roman Reigns. And yeah, it would really suck if Tiffany had lost her teeth or something because she's like Christopher. We got MGC who says, just recently came across some of your videos on YouTube and think you're great. Love your vibe and knowledge of all that is professional wrestling. MGC, thank you so much, man, for taking part in the chat here and joining us. Very, very cool of you. Let me see. We got Nick the Creator. I wish this would happen. Nick the Creator says, imagine Frazier and Braun both going full speed and then hit a spear. This is what dreams are made of right there. You need to like tweet that and like tag Triple H or something. They can see this and execute it. Thank you, Nick the Creator. Let's see what else we got here. We got Don't Let Your Meatloaf Podcast say, I want Cody to be redeemed. I truly believe that Cody Rhodes is the best wrestler on God's green earth and will one day be in the GOAT conversation. I do want Cody Rhodes to be redeemed. Yes, I do want them to be redeemed. We got Conception here says, would not making Fracture a part of Raw make more sense? The SmackDown division is quite saturated. I think that's why they are today on SmackDown because look, who else is like they have people to play with. Like if they do go to SmackDown, they're actually going to have teams to have matchups to win. Both the divisions need more work, but definitely the Raw one needs a lot more. But if they're gonna, still spruce up that Raw tag team division, they gotta add more than like one team. Like it's gotta be a few more because it's pretty slim. So I know, and I think also like Fraction just kind of works better too with the teams that they have right now on SmackDown. But I get what you're saying, man. They need to get that Raw tag team division going, though. I 100% agree with that. And let's see what else we have here. We got John here who says John Cena might keep winning until the last day where he loses to build suspense. Possibly. Also, let me just make sure I'm caught up here. Oh, yes. We got Brandon Rosen. Thank you so much for the super chat, Brandon. He says, how do you like seeing Shane and Ciampa? I didn't recognize him when they were slowly panning up. It took me a second to be like, oh, that's Tommaso Ciampa. And yes, I agree with Brent Hawson here who says that Ciampa looks so different without his beard. Looks so much younger. Yes. So that's usually what happens, right? When guys when they have their beard, they look very rugged, very manly, very, testosterone levels very, very high. Without the, whatchamacallit, without the beard, they look like little baby. Like, go home to your mommy. You're so cute. Mommy wants to make lunch for you. That's totally different vibes. I'm a beard girl, guys. I'm sorry. I love me a man with a beard, so I'm not a clean shaven kind of girl. Like, I like guys with beards. I like them to look, a little bit of that. I can't, pretty boy, pretty no shaven beard, not my thing. I like there to be that ruggedness, that manly feel, that kind of thing. I'm sharing too much. Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat. Brandon's like, please, that wasn't my question. That was not my question. Oh man, that's so funny. Tiger Claw's like, oh, my testosterone levels are high with or without a beard. Yeah, but you can tell more with said beard. And for the DJ one says, I hate my beard. I always shave. Yeah, because I know that at a certain point it gets a little bit harder to groom. But, just keep grooming it. Yeah, I definitely prefer the beard. But anyway, everyone each their own. Each their own. All right, we're back on the show here. Now that I've shared too much. Hellboy Dragon could have found out Hellboy not cool. Hellboy's cool, but I'm a beard girl. Christopher Snow says you can take my beard from my cold dead hands. Godfather says I like my beard shade too. So funny. We got Samuel here who says mine is finally filling in right and my test level currently without something. Spark here says my girlfriend always makes me shave my beard. I think at the end of the day, guys, whoever you're with is the person that should be like the one that matters. Like if they like clean shaven, go for it. They like beard, go for it. If they like mustaches, go for it. Thank you, Spark. We got Brandon Rosen here who says, oh no, thank you sincerely, a bearded man. What's up? Shout out to the beard. Hope the beard is going well. Thank you, Brandon. Mike Vincent says my girlfriend doesn't like me clean shaved or with a beard. A mustache? I'm assuming something in between. Stubble? Maybe stubble? Mustache? Not sure. But that's like going to Steven here. By the way, if I haven't shouted you out here, please take part in the chat. I usually shout people out during commercial breaks as well as entrances. Alright, let's see what we get from Tiffany today. We've got an in-ring promo from Tiffany. So let's see what we get out of it. What time is it? Tiffany time! That's right. Her WrestleMania entrance was so good. 60,000 people. It was Tiffany time. I went toe-to-toe with one of the greatest of all time. Yes, she did. Charlotte Flair. And it was wild. And I can't even lie. There were moments when I doubted myself and pressure got to me, but in the end, I prevailed and I walked out of WrestleMania and still your WWE Women's Champion. Congrats, Tiffy. And I was always told for the longest time, Tiffy, you're the next Charlotte Flair. Wrong. There may be only one Charlotte Flair, but I guarantee you there is only one Tiffany Stratton. Yes. Do not be the next anybody. Be the first you. Oh, Jade. I'm sorry, what? Jade? Jade? What? Is she gonna shoot her a shot for that title?
Tiffany, honey. Now I came here to give credit where it's due.
Oh, they're so doing this
And
right
your
now.
match with Charlotte was very impressive. But that did nothing but create a bigger target on your back. And since This is the finish with Naomi. I have nothing but time.